Whiskey India 9 Kilo, WI9K.
Whiskey India 9 Kilo, John, I got you about a
QSL, you're about a 4-4 in Illinois, 4-4 in Illinois, over.
Kilowatt 3, Alpha Juliet 4, Echo Oscar.
Whiskey 0, Lima, Mike Uniform. Alpha Delta 0, Whiskey Norway.
Alpha Juliet 4, Echo Oscar.
Alpha Delta 0, Whiskey November, QSL.
QSL, this is AD0, Whiskey November. Copy you into Missouri, 5555 into the state of Missouri, and the name is Ed. Ed, Echo Delta, Echo Delta.
I copy that in. Thank you, Phil. Thank you. Came up to 9 to fly 9 into 29. Thanks for having us for the patience.
73, thanks for activating and thanks for the contact. Have many more. Keep AD0, WN clear.
Kilo Z, this is Kilo Delta, Yankee Mike India, parked on the air.
4, Foxtrot, Mike, Golf.
Kilo 4, Lima, Echo, November, QSL. This is Kilo Delta 5
Alpha India 4,
Oscar Lima Bravo.
4, Echo Oscar.
Whiskey 0, Lima, Mike Uniform.
Ending with Bravo, come again.
Alpha Juliet 4, Echo Oscar.
Ending with Bravo, come again.
Kilo Delta 9, Oscar Lima Bravo.
Kilo Delta 5, Oscar Lima Bravo, QSL.
Niner, the number is Niner.
Kilo Delta 9, Oscar Lima Bravo, QSL.
QSL.
All right, thank you, ma'am. I got you at a 5-5, a 5-5, 25, 27. See you.
Well, thank you so much, Johnny. You've got a great sounding 5-9 into southern Indiana. Good luck with your activation in 73s.
Alpha Juliet 4, Echo Oscar. Alpha Juliet 4, Echo Oscar.
Station with Kilo, always there.
I don't know. It's saying 25, 29, 29, 27, or 25, 27.
Quebec, Kilo Foxtrot. Quebec, Kilo Foxtrot. QSL, you're about a 5-6 here into Iowa. Thank you for activating.
Just gonna log it. South Dakota. So that's pretty good, South Dakota. Montesano.
That's really cool. 73. Thank you. QSS, KA2, parked on the air. Kilo Delta 2, Kilo Alpha Golf.
Kilo 4, Lima, Echo, November.
Kilo 4, Lima, Echo,
November, you're 59 in Alabama, K1048.
QSL, I'm got you 5-9 here in Tennessee, about an hour away. I love activating Montesano. It's a beautiful park. Good luck. Have fun.
Well, thank you, and you're right, it is beautiful. Thank you for the contact, 73 QRZ. Kilo Delta 2, Kilo Alpha Golf. Q Park Premier, Kilo Delta 2, Kilo Alpha Golf.
November 0 Zulu India Bravo.
November 0 Zulu India Bravo, you're 59 in Alabama, K1048.
QSL, thank you. You're 5.
How's everybody doing this evening?
Missouri, copy.
Copy, Missouri, thank you for the contact, 73.
73, thank you.
You're welcome.
Pennsylvania, Philadelphia.
Kilo 4 Lima Echo November. All right, Judy, I got you 5-7 as well into Tennessee this evening. Yes, ma'am. Good luck, have fun, and 7-3 to you.
Kilo Delta 2, Juliet Bravo Charlie. Kilo Delta 2, Juliet Bravo Charlie.
Kilo Delta 2, Juliet Bravo Charlie, New York. You're 59 and 1016 and 5472.
You're 59 in Northern New York State. Could you give me the park numbers again, please?
That's the park. 73.
53, here's this.
Kilo 4 Lima Echo November.
Norway.
Kilo 4 Lima, go with that.
Kilo 4 Lima Echo November. I got you 5-9 in Tennessee this evening.
59 here, 59.
QSL, good luck, have fun, 7-3 to you.
Alright, 73, here's this.
Whiskey Bravo 8, United Bravo Radio.
Back to first call again.
Whiskey Bravo 8, Uniform Bravo Romeo.
Bravo 8,
I think this microphone does better. I'm using my boom mic for my radio this time. I think my headset microphone's got better audio, but I think my boom mic's does better for punching through a pile up. Let's go over to 20 meters, see if we can't pick up one or two over here. Van be closing down for too long. And good evening, everybody. Come to hang out with me. Got the Newbie net coming up. I just want to jump on here and make a few HF contacts before. I think I hear this guy way down in the noise. Way down there. Gonna be able to pull him out. What's going on, Eric? How's it going, brother? Man. I wouldn't mind getting on FT8, WSJTX, but I'd have to reconfigure everything.
Kilo 4, Lima, Echo November, Kilo Delta 2, Hotel Whiskey Delta.
Delta 2, Hotel Whiskey Delta. Hey, let's QSY up to 335. Somebody's actually on here activating, so let's QSY up 5.
Whiskey Delta.
Man, Eric, you are strong in here on me today. Good evening to you. It's K4LEN, Kilo Delta 2, Hotel Whiskey Delta.
How you doing this evening, Justin? I can hear the little monster in the background.
I got my boom mic on the radio today, so I'm using the webcam microphone, so there's really no telling what that thing's going to pick up, but yeah, man, you're strong. Great signal in here this evening.
You're the same here. You're about a 5'9". I got a little bit of noise from something just above us, but you're booming into New York City tonight.
Yeah, roger that. You're 5'9", and it's showing 5'8" on the meter, but man, you're booming 5'9". Great signal tonight. 20 meters is wide open to New York. For sure. Man, what you been up to today?
Not much. Work, and come home, and now I'm just playing with the radio a little. Gonna try to hold on a second here, and I'm gonna do a little tune-up and see if I can get a little stronger.
All right, roger that.
K4LEN, KD2, HWD. How do I sound now, Justin?
You're about the same. Your signal level on my meter actually went down, but you're just as loud as you was just a minute ago. So it sounds good. Sounds really good. So I wouldn't worry with it too much.
Roger that. Yeah, just adjusted the SWR a little bit on it, and now I'm not showing any SWR on the meter.
Yeah, roger that. Well, it's doing a good job. Let me flip over here to this vertical and see if you can tell any difference on it. I may have to tune it, so if I do, just bear with me.
Roger.
It's Kilo 4, Lima, Echo November. How about it now?
No noticeable difference. You're coming in and still 5'9".
Yeah, roger that. It reduced my signal on you. It don't receive as good as that off-center fed dipole does, but it does a pretty good job. I'd say Cushcraft R4 or R5, 10 through 20 meters.
Roger that. How's everything else going?
It's going pretty good. About the same as usual. Nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing exciting, but just another day in the neighborhood there, Roger.
Roger that, Justin. Well, listen, I'm going to let you go so you can go make some contacts, and I'm going to say K4LEN, KD2, HWD, 73.
73s, Eric. Appreciate you coming out here, hollering at me, and have yourself a good evening. Hopefully you stick around for the Newbie net coming up. night at 8 o'clock local time, 9 o'clock your time, so come hang out with us tonight there. But have yourself a good one there. 7-3s. 9 and 5-9. Look back over here. It's Kilo 4, Lima, Echo, November. Calling CQ 20 meters. K4 LEN, calling any station anywhere. QRZ. CQ 20 meters, CQ 20 meters. Kilo 4, Lima, Echo, November, calling CQ 20 meters. K4 LEN, calling any station anywhere. QRZ. CQ 20 meters, CQ 20 meters. Kilo 4, Lima, Echo, November, calling CQ 20 meters. K4 LEN, calling any station anywhere. QRZ. CQ 20 meters, CQ 20 meters. Kilo 4, Lima, Echo, November, calling CQ 20 meters. K4 LEN, calling any station anywhere. QRZ. Nobody on 20 tonight. I can't see my daggone. You can see Bent back there. That's my first buck I ever killed. First deer I ever killed. Alright, let's see. Any more POTA contacts to be made? Oh, 341.
5 and 5 into Montana. Nice
Montana.
to hear Nebraska in there. We don't get the short stuff on 20 meters too often.
Montana's booming. Nebraska, not so much. Let's go 286.
I like the phonetics. That's cool. Very nice signal. 5 and 9 into parks 5 9er 1 2 and 4 3 9er 8. To yourself. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. 73 CQ Parks on the air. This is Whiskey Mike 70.
Kilo 4, Lima, Echo, November.
I heard a 5 November X-ray Kilo. Come again. Whiskey 5 November X-ray Kilo. Very good. Whiskey 5 November X-ray Kilo. Another booming signal in here. 5-9 into parts 5 9er 1 2 and 4 3 9er 8. QSL. QSL, Stephen, you are also 5-9. Great signal in the eastern part of Texas tonight. It's sounding good. I may be up half the night on the radio with this kind of propagation.
Go, drop it back.
Have a good time while we're back. So 73 to you. CQ Parks on the air. This is Whiskey Mike 70.
Kilo 4, Lima, Echo, November.
Wow, there's a bunch of you. Ending with Bravo. Kilo, Oscar 4, Bravo, Victor, Bravo. Very nice. 5 and 8, 58. Into parks 5 9er 1 2 and 4 3 9er 8. QSL.
into Georgia, 73 to you. TQ Parks on the air. This is Whiskey Mike 70.
Kilo 4, Lima, Echo, November.
Wow, that's drinking from the fire hose. Let's start with someone starting with November. November, Quebec 0, Whiskey. November 6, Bravo Ocean Whiskey. November 6,
Yeah.
Bravo Ocean Whiskey. We did this earlier today. Very nice 5 and 9 signal today. Tonight into Park 59012 and Park 43908. Over.
This cat's in Utah.
Thank you, Doug. Thanks for working me all day long. I appreciate it. CQ Parks on the air. This is Whiskey Mike 70.
Kilo 4, Lima, Echo, November. K4LEN.
Okay, we're going to work everybody, so be a little patient. There's a bunch. Let's start with Kilo Mike 7. Very good to 59 Northern Nevada. Also 5910. I believe you are, I'm in Parks Kilowatt 59er12 and Kilowatt 439er8. QSL? QSL, thank you.
Better make it in there.
73 to you. CQ Parks on the air. Whiskey Mike 7 Hulu.
Kilo 4, Lima, Echo, November.
X-ray. Okay, Whiskey 3, X-ray, Oscar X-ray.
What?
959 into Parks Kilowatt.
That's that vertical. See how he just disappeared.
QSL, 59 into Central Pennsylvania. Thank you for the activation.
You're welcome, Kevin. You have a good one. 73. CQ Parks on the air. Whiskey Mike 7 Hulu.
Kilo 4, Lima, Echo, November.
Let's go with ending in Echo November.
Kilo 4, Lima, Echo, November.
Very good. Kilo 4, Lima Echo November. Justin in Tennessee. 57 into Parks Kilowatt 59er.
QSL, copy to 57. I'm going to give you a 55 in Tennessee this evening. Great signal. Made it. Utah.
Mike Echo Foxtrot, a nice 5 and 9 into Parks 59er12 and 439er8. CQ Parks on the air, Whiskey Mike 7 Zulu.
Whiskey Alpha 7, Bravo Alpha Mike.
Alpha Juliet 5 Charlie. I think we did this earlier today.
Boomed in there that time.
Good to hear you again. You are 5 and 7.
Let's see.
Parks 5912 and Parks 439er8. QSL?
I can pull out this 341. Hear him, but I can't hear him.
Alpha 8, Lima, Foxtrot.
I've worked everybody that I can work. Well, turn. I've not worked this one. Let's go back to 40. 7. Go Delta 9 LSV.
CQ, this is Kilo Delta 9, Lima, Sierra Victor, truck number Kilo 1026, Settlerwood State Park, and Central Illinois, standing by, waiting for your call.
Kilo 4, Lima, Echo, November.
Alright, Kilo Lima Echo November. You're 5959 in the Kilo 1026. QSL?
QSL, I've got you 5'9" with some QRM, or QRN, I guess you could call it, in Tennessee this evening.
Alright, thanks for the 5'9" with QRN in Tennessee. I'm getting the QRN thing here. We just had there's storm store west, and we just had a couple pop-up. We had a pop-up. Stuff to talk about for now. So, alright, thanks for the QSL in 73. QRZ parked on the air. Delta 9, Lima Sierra Victor.
Whiskey Delta 5, Charlie Sierra Kilo.
Alright, Whiskey Delta 5, Charlie Sierra Kilo. Got you loud and clear. You're 5 and 9 in the Kilo 1026.
Thank you so much, Connor, for the nice report. I've got you 55, 55 in the noise down here in the middle of Oklahoma. Thank you, sir, and have a great evening.
All right, Eric. I appreciate you coming hanging out with me for a little bit.
Over here on the inside, so we're doing quite well.
Listen, get up and go out here and smoke me a cigarette real quick before the Newbie net starts. There's a news station. 61.
Kilo Oscar 4, Golf Alpha Romeo.
Whiskey 5. Kilo Oscar 4. Remember Whiskey Golf. Fox. Kentucky. I'm gonna go smoke me a cigarette before the net starts. Can't hear Kentucky.
Kilo Oscar 4, Golf Alpha Romeo.
Like at all, can't hear him. I've worked everybody else, you know, that I can. I couldn't hear that one. Didn't work that one. Didn't work that one. No, can't work that one. Well, could, but I can't do CW. It's everybody except for this one right here. Almost sounds like he's doing some kind of digital. Alright. Hear that? I know that sounds like a daggum digital signal. Well, that's pretty cool. He built his first HF rig. Alright, I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette before the net starts. Be back in about 5 minutes. If I could, let's see, where's Alex at tonight? It may not be on no more. It's not. I'll do this. We'll go flip over to the repeater. $107, $120. Oh. I'm gonna burn one real quick. Stand by. guys. Let's do a newbie net. Are you ready to rumble? Good evening. Time is 8 o'clock. Maury Amateur Radio Club Newbie Net is on air. This is K4LEN. Net control station. Name is Justin. What's going on? This thing on. I don't know if any of my last transmission went through, so we'll start all over. Good evening. It's 8 o'clock. The Maury Amateur Radio Club Newbie Net is on the air. This is the net control station, K4LEN. My name is Justin. This net is held every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock on the Maury Amateur Radio Club repeater, W4GGM, transmitting on 147.120 with a tone of 127.3. Oh, come on, you junky thing, you. I think I got problems with some coax or something. Alright, this is an open net, and all amateur radio operators are welcome to check in. While it's not necessary to be a member of the Maury Amateur Radio Club to take part in our net, all interested net stations are invited to join. For more information on joining, please contact any member or go to the website w4ggm.org. This is an informal net, and your comments are welcome. While our net is not a traffic net, anyone having emergency traffic may contact net control at any time. Again, this is K4LEN with the Maury Amateur Radio Club, Newbie Net. Does anyone have any emergency or priority traffic at this time?
N4 GLA.
N4 GLA, you got emergency traffic?
Justin, I don't know if it's you or if it's us, but you're not making it through. You're cutting in and out.
Well, maybe this will be better. I don't know. I don't know if I got bad coax or something's going on with this repeater tonight. Is that any better?
This is N4 BBB. If you're trying to bring up the repeater, Justin, all you're getting is just a kerchunk, kerchunk, kerchunk. No audio whatsoever. N4LEN, this is N4 BBB. You are not.
Okay, is this any better? I think we may be having trouble with the repeater tonight. Since any better, guys, it's K4LEN. Nope. Well, undoubtedly we got some trouble with the repeater. K4LEN. I don't know if it's any better or not. Must be having some trouble with the repeater. Not just my station. Yeah, Scott, that'd be just fine. Must be having some kind of trouble with the repeater. I've tried my home station and my mobile, and I can't even get into the repeater on my mobile. So something's going on with the repeater there tonight. I got you. Well, I don't know. It's real noisy coming back to me. I got a good signal coming back to me, but it's very noisy. Like I said, I try to check everything here in the shack. Everything looks good, and so I went outside and checked, and uh, I kerchunked the repeater, but it only come back to me with one bar on my mobile, and it should be just as good as it is on the house station there. Okay, roger that, Scott. I appreciate it.
K4LEN is having some issues on his end, and just thought we'd make a quick call up. Just let everybody know that the net's still alive and well, and here in case anybody has any questions or concerns or anything they'd like to ask about. So this is N4 BBB with the Maury Amateur Radio Club Newbie net taking check-ins. Over.
Yeah, we're having trouble with the repeater tonight.
N4 DLS, Eric checking in. Scott, you're a little staticky, a little white noise behind you coming in too. I'm getting full bars coming back from the repeater, but it is a little fuzzy behind you there. I don't know what's going on. Just my red Mexican off the repeater maybe, I don't know.
Okay, thank you, Eric. I went to higher power. Is that better?
Yeah, that seemed like it might be a little better. It wasn't long enough to really judge a whole lot.
It's still going to be a couple weeks before I have a outside antenna. Talking on a mobile antenna on a rack bracket that I salvaged from an old rack of mine, and I just got it sitting in a thing next to the next couple chairs over from me. Very good. Thank you for advising me on that. It's N4 BBB. Have N4 GLA checked in any other stations, please?
K4 PKA, Rick.
K4 PKA, Rick. Maybe I'm making it back into the repeater okay. The noise seemed to quieten down a little bit there at the end of that last transmission. I don't know, we're getting a good signal back on the repeater like it should be, but there's a lot of noise in it tonight, so y'all may have to just bear with me.
K4 PKA, Rick.
K4 PKA, Rick. I got you on the log here. Maybe I'm making it in. We may just have to bear with me tonight. This is kind of the way it done that first night.
To the annoying chunking again, so we may not have much of a net this evening. We could move over to UHF, but I don't know if everybody has that capability or not. So we'll just stay here and see what goes on. Any additional check-ins, please, for the Maury Amateur Radio Club Newbie net?
I can't hardly hear anybody. I mean, I can hear them, but
The KO4 station, your audio is a little bit low first time through, and all I got was KO4. Would you please try that again, please?
I didn't catch you.
Okay, so I got Kilo Oscar 4 Bravo Tango, and I believe your name was JL, and if I got that wrong, please advise me over. Okay, KO4ET, thank you JL, I appreciate it. I'm fairly new to the area, so I don't know everybody's name or voice, or don't have a lot to recognize people by, so forgive me for that, but I'm trying just to keep it active here for a minute. Thank you for checking in, sir. Any additional check-ins, please? This is N4 BBB and the Maury Amateur Radio Club Newbie net.
WD4 MCO, Whiskey Delta 4, November, Charlie, Oscar, in Florida.
Very good, Art. Yeah, I've heard you before. Good afternoon. Nice to hear you. Whiskey Delta 4, November, Charlie, Oscar, Art. Thank you for checking in. Any additional?
Kilo Foxtrot 4, Zulu, Echo Romeo, name is Daryl, mobile.
Daryl, I was just slow right, so that's my fault. KF4ZR Mobile. Thank you, Daryl, for checking in. Anyone else? It's N4 BBB. Sounds like all the check-ins. I think that we've got some intermittent problems going on with the repeater. You never know. It could be something that's just absolutely insignificant, or the repeater could be running on backup power. You never really know in these situations. I really do appreciate everything that N5AAA and everyone who helps and does to keep our repeater system up and running as much as they do. They do a great job. Are there any additional stations for the Maury Amateur Radio and Newbie net? Okay. Well, I'll, like I said, make it sort of an abbreviated session this evening, just simply because there's obviously some issues going on with the repeater system, and Justin was having trouble making it in and seeing much reduced signal levels at his place. Of course, he's a long way away. But let's see, haven't done much in the way of radio and antenna work here at my house lately. right up near the top, so that should be close to 40 feet up. Right now on HF, I've got an all-band fan dipole plus a parasitically loaded
Now it sounds
75
okay.
meter antenna, which is working extremely well. I'm just thrilled with the results. And I think in the March issue of the club newsletter, you can read about that antenna. It is a wonderful piece of work. It works extremely well. This is N4 BBB and the Maury Amateur Radio Club Newbie Net. Does anybody have any projects they're working on, questions, answers, things that they've discovered lately they'd like to talk about? I'm sure you all may have seen that thing that Eric put out about that 6-meter antenna dipole he built in his attic, in his upper part of his house. That's the great fun of ham radio, is you can build anything, you can put wires up, and amazingly it will work. This is N4 BBB. Anybody?
This is N4 GLA. I don't have a whole lot going on. I'm hoping maybe this weekend I might finish getting my mast up and get my Ringo Ranger antenna set up and get it up high on the house, and hopefully I can get out a little farther down to the short mountain repeater a little better, more reliably from my shack here and things like that. But other than that, I ain't got a whole lot going on. I did build that antenna and been playing with that a little bit on the HF rig, but haven't had a lot of time lately to spend doing playing radio much.
For BBB, well, I understand. Sometimes you have to take care of things like work and family. Well, I've got about a 7 or 8 element VHF beam that did not do well in the move. A bunch of the antennas have gotten broken. The insulators have gotten broken. Standoffs for the antennas. It's a cross-fed element system. But I'm going to get it up probably on the tower and probably point it towards Rutherford County and Short Mountain, which are about the same bearing. And, you know, with my inside mobile antenna, I'm not doing very much on UHF or VHF, but thankfully I've at least got that. That's the wonderful thing. You know, years ago I was living in a rental house, and I took a piece of coax and tied the center conductor to the rear gutter of the house and ran a wire and took the other conductor to the front gutter of the house, and I actually transmitted on the gutters of the house. It worked amazingly well. So you just never know what you get till you try. It's amazing how forgiving HF radio can be. This is N4 BBB with the Maury Amateur Radio Club Newbie Net. Anybody else have any stuff they'd like to talk about? Okay, well, my plans are, just while I'm talking, once I get that balance-fed doublet up, I probably will not run 220 back to the room just to feed the amplifier, but once I get that antenna up and the high-power transmatch I have, I'll have the capability of running a 1,000 watt plus, which may be fun. You know, here we're getting into summer. A lot of the states have their QSO parties now. The Tennessee QSO party is normally the Labor Day weekend. I'd recommend everybody try and participate. More times than I can count, my wife and I have gotten into a company car. I've thrown a Tentec or an ICOM onto the transmission hump and gone driving around east of Murfreesboro, activating counties for the Tennessee QSO party in the counties that didn't have any active hams. So there's a lot of fun stuff you can do. And you can really do something new and different each and every month for the rest of your life, and you'll probably never repeat yourself. I got heavily into traffic handling in the Mars system. There's lots you can do as experimenting with antennas, and you just will be surprised at what will work. When I was working for a company doing Wi-Fi installations, for testing purposes, I found out a certain type of paper clip that they had, if you bent it straight and stuck it in the SMA port, it made a perfectly good test 2.4 gig antenna. So you never know what will work. Anyone else have anything they'd like to discuss before we secure the net? This is N4 BBB.
N4KN.
N4KN, hello Thurman, nice to hear you. See, that's a name and a call I did recognize. Yes, sir. Justin's having problems with his getting into the repeater tonight for the Newbie net. Do you have anything you'd like to talk about?
No, I just kind of heard this net there going on, and I couldn't think of what it was, and all of a sudden I remembered it was moved over to a Tuesday night there. I wish I'd been here and caught some of the conversations. I apologize.
Oh no, you can never come in late. You're always glad to have you check in. Well, no, just Justin's had some problems. He's getting low signal down there at his place, and the repeater is not acting very nicely for him. So I just picked up the net just to see if anybody wanted to check in, had anything they wanted to discuss. But thank you for checking in. Any other things you'd like to discuss while we're here?
No, like I said, I'm good. I just wanted to jump in and add my name to the hat. I heard you talking about stuff as far as about an antenna and stuff. Yeah, I love building antennas, wires and all this stuff. Anybody find the book called W1FB, I think that's right. It's a wire antenna book. You can build about anything with a piece of wire and get on about any frequency and do a lot of stuff. But anyway, N4KN. Thank you.
Sure. Well, you're very much welcome. No, that's W1FB. I think his name was Doug DeMaul, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, he did write some of the greatest antenna books and antenna articles you'll ever see. And even though I didn't transmit on it, I sent an email and described the thing I built, probably in the late 80s, early 90s. I built a 1,000-foot long, I think it was 1,100-foot beverage antenna, north and south oriented, on 12-foot pressure-treated 2x4s with electric fence wire and electric fence insulators. And it came to the house. I made a homemade 6-to-1 balun and then fed coax into the radio room. And that was the most awesome receiving antenna I've ever heard in my life. You could pick up AM broadcast stations in the Indian subcontinent late at night. It was just amazing. And I've had some very good experience with some loop antennas too. So, like you said, it's amazing what will work. And particularly if you have a decent transmatch to keep your transmitter happy. I mean, it's just astonishing what will work really well. Well, thank you, sir, for contributing anything. Anybody else have anything they'd like to discuss before we close the net? This is N4 BBB with the Maury Amateur Radio Club Newbie Net. Sorry for the abbreviated session this evening, but as we said, there's some problems with just been getting into the machine. Thank you all for checking in and for participating. The good thing about the Newbie Net is we've all got email and we've all got text messaging. So anytime you have a question or a concern or something you'd like discussed, don't hesitate to put it on the Maury Group IO email list, and somebody someplace will probably know exactly what you're asking about. 73 to everybody. Have a nice night, and I'm sure Justin will be able to do it just fine next week. And as I said, anytime you have a question, just email the group, and somebody will probably know. This is N4 BBB securing the Maury Amateur Radio Club Newbie Net. Good evening to everybody. Out.
K4LN.
You're solid as a rock, Justin.
It cleared right up now. I mean, as you were signing off all the static dissipated and just clear as it can be. I don't know what was going on with it, but she's cleared up now. But Scott, thanks for taking over tonight. I really appreciate it.
Sure. Well, we're all working for the same purpose here, and it's to further the amateur radio community however we do it. And there are lots of different ways to help each other out. So just my pleasure to do it, Justin. Glad things cleaned up for you. You sound perfect now. K4LE and N4BBB. Have a good evening, 73.
Yeah, I don't know, there was a lot of noise on it, and it kind of get better, then it go back worse, but it's cleared up now. I'd actually flipped over to the 440 machine when you had mentioned that, and I had it full quieting, no noise, just perfect signal into it. It's a minor hiccup on the repeater tonight, but again, thanks, and I know we'll catch y'all out here later. K4LEN. Apologize to everybody, and we'll get her next week. 7-3s. Go all. Good evening. It's K4LEN. I'll be clear.
Justin, I'll email you a quick check-in list since you're the net manager. You ought to know that stuff. Have a good evening. See you later. N4BBB clear.
Well, I think I've got everybody except for the Kilo Oscar 4 operator. I didn't catch his call sign. His audio was low, but everybody else I could hear through the noise, so that's the only one that I don't have.
Well, it was Kilo Oscar 4 Echo Tango, and his name was JL, Japan Lima. So, I think, like I said earlier, it could be something as simple as a vulture landing on top of a 4-bay antenna just to dry its wings off or something. It's some of the simplest things can have big effects sometimes. Anyway, see you later. Thank you much. Bye. N4BBB clear.
All right, Scott. Have a good evening. N4BBB and K4LEN. 7-3s all. That's crazy how that just end of the net just cleared right up. I thought something was wrong with my station. I run outside real quick, check I'm barefooted, try to climb up a little piece of a tower barefooted. Don't ever try that. That's rough. But ran outside, checked my mobile. Couldn't get into it with my mobile either. I was going crossband, set up a crossband repeater if it was something in my shack here. But I couldn't get into it with my mobile either, so that's the way it goes sometimes. You win some, you lose some, but it'll all be alright. Everybody, thanks for coming hanging out tonight. Appreciate you being there.